Hey, welcome back to 5 Lakes ODL. That's for outdoor living. And today we're actually going to go troubleshoot the pool. Well, a couple days ago I got back from summer camp and came up with a big problem. This pool, which looks so much better right now, was green. It looked like a swamp. It was horrible. I was like, man, what the heck happened? So I checked all my chemicals and my chlorine was way down. So I took I took a sample over to the pool place, and they said, yeah, that's pretty disgusting. And if we can gross out the pool people, that's a problem. Alright. Alright, now we're in the pump. I'll call it a house. I don't know. I'm starting to get a vine around here. Might be a house real soon. So anyway, so what I did was actually take my cell and brought it in to get it tested. It tested out fine. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be a reason why we're not making any chlorine. So we do have a Hayward system. So with the Hayward system, there should be an error message somewhere. So I did go look in our box. There we go. She's a little bit dirty, but I just sit there, and the only thing about this particular one, you have to sit there and watch the screen the entire time. It will scroll through what's your chlorinator, what's your temperature, and all that type of stuff. Well, apparently I didn't wait long enough the first time, or else I would have caught it. So what came up with was that it kept saying it had no flow. Now when it has no flow, the cell is never going to be engaged because it's a safety feature. If you don't have any flow, you can burn up your cell, and you don't want to do that. So our flow switch is back here in the back. There you go. So it's just sitting there. It's got a single wire, comes out, and it goes over here to the panel. Now I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to troubleshoot whether or not it is the switch or your board. Now the board, you're not going to have a happy day. Those aren't cheap. The switch, on the other hand, is about 20 to 30 bucks. Not a big deal. So let me go grab a screwdriver, and I'm going to show you exactly I'm getting ready to show you the easiest way to troubleshoot whether or not your switch is active or dead. And I forgot my screwdriver. Be right back. Alright, got my flathead screwdriver. Now we just need to take off the panel so we can actually get inside. Now before you do this, you might want to go ahead and trip the breaker. Because if you touch anything in there, it's probably going to shock you and probably mess up your board, and you still don't want to do that. So we just have 1, 2, and 3. You got 3 screws, take 3 out, and you get behind it. But first, hit your breaker. Alright, we're inside the panel, and actually on some of the other panels they have it on the bottom. This one's not that way. So if you actually look right here, this is the cable that goes all the way out to your, comes all the way up here into this. It looks kind of like a phone jack if you really want to look at it. So, woo, yep, there you go. Now what we're actually going to do is actually turn the system on. Now like I said, be careful because everything in here is going to be live. See, I just tripped that breaker. Let's put it back on. That's not cool. Alright, so we got the panel off. Always be careful with what you touch. That live. All this stuff is live. Be careful. Now what we're actually looking for is on the screen, and hopefully you should be able to see it. There you go. Chlorine off for no flow. Well, there's a simple way of actually fixing that. Not really fix it, but at least troubleshoot it. Now, this little connector right here, which is the phone jack I showed you earlier. Now we're going to use a simple little flathead screwdriver. Now, basically all that is just a open-close circuit. That's it. That's all that switch is doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our screwdriver in it, pry it over, and then sit here and wait. You just heard it click. That was the relay. There you go. So with my screwdriver in there, we just fold the computer to think that the switch is actually turned on and that you have flow. Now make sure you do have flow when you're actually doing this test, or else you will burn up your cell. You don't want to do that. So I have a part on order. So let's say it's going to take a few days to get here, kind of like the part that I'm needing. So what you can do to actually get past this, now again, I'll be a disclaimer, be careful. If you do not forget to disconnect this before you put your, like when you turn your pumps off, it will destroy your cell. Remember that. Keep in mind to disconnect this before you turn your pumps off. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my cover back on because that's open. That's a lot of power. I don't want to get electrocuted. So I want to put this on and I'll show you exactly what you can do in order to fool your computer temporarily until you get your new part. 1 second. All right, so I got my cover all back up. I did plug in my cell. Now, what you want to look for is follow the wire all the way up. I got to clean up all this other crap too. That's other projects that I'm in the middle of. That's when I actually found this problem. So right now we have no flow. All right, now if you look down here, I went ahead and trimmed it. So this is the wire that comes off of the phone jack that's inside. It's very simple. What you want to do is actually just twist these together and complete that circuit. All right, now be careful with this. Keep your pumps on high so you do not burn up your cell. Then, all right, there goes the relay. So it's basically just like putting the screwdriver there. There you go. Now we're in operation. Just don't turn off the pumps. All right, so I just ran the wire up, tied it around here just to keep it up, and I put it behind the sheeting right here just to protect it. Also red means stop, I guess. I don't know. So disconnect that before you turn your pumps off. But for now, the part's going to be here in another 2 days. Once that comes in, I'll show you how to replace that. It's very easy. It's all plug and play, but we're gonna have to get it out first. So anyway, see you in a few days and we can go ahead and finish this up. Bye. Well, it's been well over a week and the pool is still looking beautiful. So thanks to my little hot wire there, everything seems to be working just fine. Now the sun came out. But then I wanted to get my part, and the first part I ordered said, oh, 2 days shipping. Oh, great, no worries. 2 days go past, 3 days go past, 4 days go past, a whole week. Like, what the heck? Try to cancel that, order another one. This one actually came back in a few days, so that part works. So now, let's get into the pump house thing and just replace the switch. Now, all this really is, oops, I want to lose my O-ring. It's just a simple little switch. Close, open, that's it. So, we're gonna figure out which way the flow is supposed to go and put this in. And then I can close it up for good. All right, so I had to go get my blower, kind of blow off some of the leaves that are in here. You don't want to get that real close to these hot pumps because they do get warm and we don't want to start a fire. So anyway, so this is the sensor. Now, you kind of look at it right here, you got a little tab. Well, that tab is pointing up. So the flow is going down. And what that's actually gonna do, look at your new piece is gonna sit just like this. So as the flow comes, it's gonna go there. It's just an on and off switch, that's all it is. So that's gonna go down, complete the circuit, let the computer know, hey, we have flow. So anyway, we need to pull this thing out. So go ahead and make sure all your pumps are off, or else you're gonna make a big mess all in your face. All right, so it's gonna drain some water, which is fine. Let's see, come on. If you need, just cut your wire. Alrighty. Now that actually looks okay. I would think that it would have been like some damage or something. Oh well, let's put some Teflon on the new one and put it in. Put your new switch in. Make sure you have Teflon coating on it. And screw it in. Yep. Now make sure that it is pointing up. Almost there. Now the other one, I actually unscrewed it by hand. So this one I'm trying not to use a tool. But I think I might, just to get it one little bit extra. So close. Almost there. All right, let me get a tool. 1 second. I should probably take the roof off. All right, so we're right back to where we were before. Went ahead and took the panel off. I went ahead and pulled out my wire that was sitting over there. So now we have the new one. So what we want to do, keep an eye on the screen up here, and I'm going to turn the pumps on. Okay, check system cell sensor open. Oh, it's because I don't have that plugged in. 1 second. Where's my cell? There it is. All right, plug your cell back in. There we go. Now we have our cell. That's kind of important for a saltwater system. All right, so we're going to turn the pumps on. All right, so we obviously have water going through the pool, so we do have flow. So let's see if this thing recognizes that the flow meter is out. Let's check. All right, so as you can see, it says no flow. So let's go ahead and hook up our new switch and make sure that thing works. There you go. All right, so it looks like our switch is actually working. So what we need to do now is actually shut the pumps off and unplug the cell, put the cover back on because it's kind of dangerous, especially with little kids around, and we should be in good shape. So yeah, let me get this out and we'll wrap it up. Man, that's a tight squeeze in there. But that's a simple way of actually temporarily fixing and then permanently fixing your low flow switch on your Hayward pump. The one that I picked up, it said Hayward on it, but I don't think it's actually came directly from Hayward. I believe it's probably a little knockoff action there, and it doesn't look like it's going to last that long. So hopefully the other one I ordered will finally come in, then I'll have two and have one on spare. But I might actually go to the pool place and actually get the real deal. So anyway, check out all the other videos we have on ODL, and also our sister channel at 5 Lakes Garage, and hopefully you found something you like. Until then, keep going and fix your own stuff. Later.